Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. We will begin the event in just a few minutes. To make sure today runs as planned, we would really appreciate it if you could place your mobile phones to silent or vibration mode. The forum provides simultaneous interpretation in Korean and in English. If you wish to require interpretation, please use the receivers and set the channels to channel 1 for Korean and channel 2 for English. Thank you very much.
This is ASEAN. 11 nations, one region, over 700 million people, and one shared vision for the future. A seamlessly integrated community with enhanced linkages within and between ASEAN member states, connected through, among others, sustainable infrastructure, payments connectivity infrastructure, continuous digital innovation, enhanced cybersecurity, regulatory excellence, efficient and resilient logistics and supply chains, efficient cross-border flow of information, and greater people-to-people connectivity throughout the region. Connectivity in ASEAN encompasses the physical, institutional, and people-to-people linkages. These linkages serve as the foundational means to achieve the economic, political security, and socio-cultural pillars of an integrated ASEAN community. After the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2010 and 2025, ASEAN now moves into the next phase with the ASEAN Connectivity Strategic Plan 2026 to 2035, adopted in 2025 in Kuala Lumpur. 7 major trends were considered, such as digital transformation, climate change, reconfiguration of supply chains, and urban expansion. It consists of 6 strategic areas: sustainable infrastructure, smart and sustainable urban development, digital innovation, seamless logistics and supply chains, regulatory excellence and cooperation, and people-to-people connectivity. ASEAN connectivity is built on close collaboration among stakeholders, including representatives from the public and private sectors, as well as national and local authorities. This collaboration makes ASEAN more resilient, innovative, dynamic, and people-centered. One vision, one identity, one community, one connected ASEAN.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all and welcome to the 13th ASEAN Connectivity Forum taking place here in Seoul, Korea. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jo, and I've been given the honor and privilege of being here as your MC today, where we gather to explore critical pathways for enhancing ASEAN connectivity. Thank you very much for your presence. Thank you very much. Over the past years, ASEAN has been working to become a deeply integrated and globally connected region, advancing regional connectivity through the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2025, and now the newly adopted ASEAN Connectivity Strategic Plan 2026 to 2035. And at the same time, the Republic of Korea has been a very reliable partner, working very closely with ASEAN to support key connectivity projects and long-term regional cooperation. Today's forum is held under the theme, Catalyzing the Evolution of ASEAN Connectivity, Strategic Action Plan for the Decade. Today, we will hold the session in 3 different sessions. Session 1, Connecting the Connectivities, Diving Regional Connectivity Through Indo-Pacific Cooperative Partnership. And Session 2, From Policy to Practice, Building Resilient and People-Centered ASEAN Through Reconfiguration of Supply Chains and Coordination of Cross-Sectoral Ecosystem. And last but not least, From Digitalization to Environmental Sustainability, Shaping an Innovative and Dynamic Future Through Twin Transition. We truly hope that today's discussions will contribute to a more connected, sustainable, and resilient future for ASEAN and its partners. For your information, all the sessions today will be recorded and uploaded in the ASEAN-Korea Center's YouTube channel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will move on to the next official segment of today's program, the opening remarks. To kick off today's forum, opening remarks will be delivered by His Excellency Kim Jae-shin, Secretary General of the ASEAN-Korea Center. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving him a big round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. 여러분, 안녕하세요. For me, time flies very, very fast. It's just like a couple of weeks ago when the year 2025 has begun. But now it's the end of the year. So I do hope all of you wrap up this year very well and have a very hopeful new year. So I want to say to you this morning, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Mr. Lee Dong-gi, Director General of ASEAN and Southeast Asia Affairs Bureau, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and His Excellency Tanee Sangrat, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Thailand to the Republic of Korea, and the Country Coordinator for ASEAN-ROK Dialogue Relations. And Excellencies, distinguished guests, and speakers from ASEAN and its dialogue partners. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the recent weather-related adversities that have affected many communities across the region. Our thoughts are with those who've lost their sense of normalcy. I sincerely hope that support reaches those who need it most. And then, welcome to the 13th ASEAN Connectivity Forum. I'm deeply honored to welcome everyone, especially our esteemed guests who have traveled from afar despite very full calendars. Your presence is a testament to our shared commitment to advancing connectivity and fostering a more unified ASEAN community. About a year ago, ASEAN-ROK relations were elevated to a comprehensive strategic partnership, and more recently, the ASEAN-ROK Plan of Action was adopted to further identify and advance priority areas of cooperation. Just a few months ago, at the 46th ASEAN Summit, the member states also endorsed the ASEAN Community Vision 2045, as well as the ASEAN Connectivity Strategic Plan 2026 to 2035. At this juncture, it is especially important that we continue to uphold peace, stability, prosperity, and sustainability across our region. With this in mind, I hope that today's gathering will further nurture mutual trust, respect, and benefit between ASEAN and its dialogue partners. Since 2013, the ASEAN-Korea Center, together with the ASEAN Secretariat, has hosted this forum for 12 consecutive years as the only platform in Korea dedicated to ASEAN connectivity. This year's forum carries particular significance as 2025 calls upon us to prepare for the next decade with approaches that are innovative, agile, responsive, inclusive, forward-looking, and people-centered. As you may all be aware of, the ASEAN Connectivity Strategic Plan to 2026 to 2035 is a strategic framework succeeding the earlier Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2025. It aims to connect ASEAN by enhancing the physical, institutional, and people-to-people linkages and support the realization of the ASEAN Community Vision 2045 through 6 strategic areas. Effective connectivity requires learning from past practice while preparing for what lies ahead. As the region undergoes the rapid shifts across the multiple domains, ASEAN connectivity must adopt planning that is both adaptive and grounded in evidence. For example, the accelerating rise of the digital economy illustrates the scale of change already on the way. By 2030, digital trade alone is projected to generate more than $100 billion in exports and deliver technology adoption benefits worth $281 billion. Figures that highlight the opportunities that forward-looking policymaking can unlock. Distinguished participants, this year's forum is organized under the theme of catalyzing the evolution of ASEAN connectivity strategic action plan for the decade. The session of this forum will take a comprehensive look at ASEAN's connectivity agenda from strengthening synergies with Indo-Pacific partners to addressing emerging priorities such as regulatory excellence, supply chain resilience, freight transport, people mobility, cyberspace, final integration, climate action, and sustainable urban development. I hope today's discussion sparks new ideas and partnership that carry well into the new year. Thank you very much once again for being part of this forum. 감사합니다.
Thank you very much for your encouraging opening remarks, Your Excellencies. Your reflections on the progress of ASEAN connectivity and the importance of sustained cooperation with the Republic of Korea have reminded us why today's discussions are so very meaningful and important. Thank you very much once again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will proceed with the welcome remarks. At this time, it is my great honor to invite Mr. Lee Dong-ki, Director General of the ASEAN and Southeast Asia Affairs Bureau at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him with a big round of applause.
His Excellency Kim Jae-shin, Secretary General of the ASEAN-Korea Center, His Excellency Tanee Sangrat, Ambassador of Thailand, Country Coordinator for ASEAN-ROK Dialogue Relations, Excellencies, distinguished guests, esteemed experts, good morning. Let me begin by extending my heartfelt appreciation to the ASEAN-Korea Center for organizing this meaningful event. The ASEAN Connectivity Forum, which has been held annually since 2013, is rightfully regarded as a cornerstone event where we can take stock of our progress, reflect on our journey, and explore the way ahead for enhanced regional integration. Before I proceed, I would like to first extend my deepest condolence and sympathy to all of those who have suffered immense loss and hardship due to the recent floods and typhoons across the ASEAN region. Distinguished guests, today's ASEAN Connectivity Forum is particularly meaningful as ASEAN is taking a major step forward to strengthen connectivity with the new ASEAN Connectivity Strategic Plan ACSP 2045, which was adopted in May this year. Building on the substantial progress achieved through the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity, MPAC, to 2025, the ACSP introduced new strategic areas of smart and sustainable urban development and strengthening supply chain resilience. The ACSP also includes 49 strategic measures, making the strategic document more concrete and actionable. Now, please allow me to share a few notable examples of Korea's contribution and commitment to enhance ASEAN's connectivity. On sustainable infrastructure, the Korean government has contributed to the development of transport connectivity across air, land, and maritime sectors on a bilateral basis. In addition, as mentioned by President Lee at the ASEAN-ROK summit last October this year, Korea plans to explore greater opportunities for cooperation with ASEAN countries in strategic areas such as aerospace, nuclear energy, and power grid. On smart and sustainable urban development, Korea has supported ASEAN's transition to a circular economy and sustainable cities through various projects, such as the Integrated Municipal Solid Waste Management Project. This project is expected to reduce approximately 6 million tons of greenhouse gas emissions and create over 1,300 green jobs. On digital innovation, Korea has supported ASEAN's digital transformation through a set of 5 projects, including installing high-performance computing infrastructure, establishing digital academies across the region, exploring better utilization of AI and big data. These projects are expected to help ASEAN member states to enhance digital competence, develop digital infrastructure, and foster a favorable digital ecosystem accessible to all. On seamless logistics and supply chain, as well as regulatory excellences, Korea intends to commence negotiations to upgrade the ASEAN-Korea FTA as soon as possible. Korea also plans to support the development of an interface among e-customs systems, which will ensure seamless implementation of the Korea-ASEAN FTA. Lastly, on people mobility, the ASEAN-ROK Technical and Vocational Education and Training Mobility Program, known as TEAM, is a vital initiative to enhance vocational training competencies and to bridge the skills gap among ASEAN member states. Building on the success of Phase 1 over the past 5 years, Phase 2 will provide vocational training to 350 trainees and 50 instructors across the ASEAN countries over the next 3 years. Excellencies, distinguished guests, I hope today's forum serves as another valuable opportunity for a constructive discussion toward enhancing ASEAN connectivity and fostering regional growth and prosperity. In closing, I would like to take this opportunity to extend Korea's wholehearted support to Philippines' ASEAN chairmanship next year and look forward to continued cooperation between the Korea and ASEAN. Thank you. 감사합니다.
Thank you very much, Director General Lee, for your wonderful remarks. Your message highlighted the strong commitment of the Republic of Korea to working with ASEAN in implementing new connectivity agenda and creating tangible benefits for all of our peoples. Thank you very much once again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue with the congratulatory remarks. At this time, it is my great honor to invite His Excellency Tanee Sangrat, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Thailand to the Republic of Korea, representing Thailand as the country coordinator for ASEAN-ROK dialogue relations. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him with a big round of applause.
Swadee. A very good morning and welcome all of you to the 13th ASEAN Connectivity Forum. I welcome our fellow ambassadors, our guest speakers from near and far. I know that there are some from the United States, some from the capitals, from the region as well. Ambassador Kim Jae-shin, Secretary General of ASEAN-Korea Center, Mr. Lee Dong-ki, Director General of ASEAN and Southeast Asia Affairs Bureau, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, ASEAN ambassadors, fellow colleagues, 안녕하세요, 사와디캅, 반갑습니다. It's a great honor for me to join you today. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the ASEAN-Korea Center. Once again, you were very, very active on all the fronts, all the issues that forge cooperation and relationship between ASEAN and Korea. I'm very proud and honored to be a part of your effort. Physical connectivity continues to be the cornerstone of ASEAN. Robust, inclusive infrastructure enables economic integration, strengthens supply chains, and opens new pathways for trade and investment across our region. Thailand continues to invest in physical infrastructure that enhances regional linkage. Our double-track railways are expanding to connect northern, northeastern, and southern parts of Thailand with our neighboring countries in the Mekong sub-region and beyond. Once completed, our high-speed train rail connection with Lao PDR will serve as an important linkage between Southeast Asia and Northeastern Asian region. We're also developing a 3-airport project from linking northern Bangkok, eastern Bangkok, and the economic EEC, our eastern part of Bangkok. And there are talks of extending this project all the way to Trat province next to Cambodia. This month, we will launch the 5th bridge across the Mekong River between Thailand, Lao PDR, linking the whole sub-region. At the heart of mainland Southeast Asia, Thailand is committed to serving quite literally as a bridge that supports regional economic integration and prosperity. I hope that not too long from now, I will be able to visit my friend, Ambassador Sangrat. I saw him somewhere this morning. There you are. I hope your hand is getting better. I hope to be able to visit him in front of my condo in Bangkok, step on the electric train to the main station, and ride the high-speed railway to our northeast, all the way to Vientiane, and even all the way to Kunming. That will be possible not too long from now. So we can travel together when you return or visit your home. Maritime connectivity in Southeast Asia is equally crucial. ASEAN shipping routes continue to expand, including vital linkages with major ports in the region, as well as with the ROK, Japan, China, the United States, and beyond. To support this growth, we are expanding Lam Chabang Deep Sea Port and modernizing the Klong Toi Port and adjacent areas to boost transport capacity and facilitate seamless river and sea trade flows. We're also in early stage of planning for the land bridge project in southern Thailand. My friends, while physical infrastructure is vital, soft infrastructure makes connectivity efficient, transformative. Regulatory coordination, harmonized standards, secure data flows are essential to ensuring that physical networks function seamlessly. Digital connectivity, in particular, is transforming the region's economic landscape, as DG Lee Dong-ki has mentioned, and Korea has done remarkable for ASEAN. The growth of e-commerce, fintech, virtual banking, and digital trade can significantly boost economic growth and create new jobs. Streamlining, harmonizing customs and immigration procedures at our borders, adopting paperless systems, and enabling seamless digital transactions will help ASEAN economies integrate even more deeply into global and regional value chains. In this regard, the Republic of Korea's experience and technological expertise make ASEAN-ROK cooperation in digital connectivity a highly essential for future collaboration. Distinguished guests, connectivity can only be achieved through collective endeavor. The active participation of governments, the private sector, civil society, and dialogue partners is crucial to turning our shared vision into reality. As country coordinator for ASEAN-ROK dialogue relations, Thailand is fully committed to working closely with all partners to deepen cooperation and advance our strategic connectivity agenda. We look forward to continuing our close partnership in realizing the ASEAN Connectivity Strategic Plan, the ACSP, and ensuring that our initiatives translate into reality. I'm confident that today's discussions will provide valuable insights and contribute to our collective efforts to enhance ASEAN connectivity in the decade ahead. I thank you very much. Kamsahamnida.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for the inspiring remarks. Together, the opening, welcome, and the congratulatory remarks have underlined the very importance of today's forum as a platform to translate vision into concrete action and to deepen ASEAN-Korea cooperation in the decades to come. Thank you very much once again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will proceed with another congratulatory message, but this time delivered via video. This video message is from Her Excellency Sarah Al-Bakri Devarason, Permanent Representative of Malaysia to ASEAN and Chair of the ASEAN Connectivity Coordinating Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen.
Excellencies, Mr. Kim Jae-shin, Secretary General, ASEAN-Korea Center, Mr. Lee Dong-gi, Director General of ASEAN and Southeast Asia Affairs Bureau, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Korea, Mr. Tanee Sangrat, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Thailand to the Republic of Korea, Country Coordinator for ASEAN-ROK Dialogue Relations. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all. I am honored to have this opportunity to deliver my remarks for this opening ceremony of the 13th ASEAN Connectivity Forum. This year's forum comes at a pivotal moment as ASEAN is in the midst of transitioning from the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2025 to the ASEAN Connectivity Strategic Plan, or ACSP, covering the next decade of ASEAN connectivity cooperation from 2026 to 2035. The ACSP was adopted by the ASEAN leaders at the 46th ASEAN Summit earlier this year, following extensive consultations with relevant ASEAN sectoral bodies and various stakeholders. The strategic plan is closely aligned with the strategic plans of the three ASEAN Community pillars and supports the realizations of the ASEAN Community Vision 2045. It reaffirms that connectivity remains a key driver of regional cooperation and integration. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the theme of this year's forum, Catalyzing the Evolution of ASEAN Connectivity Strategic Action Plan for the Decade, reflects our collective determination to advance connectivity with greater clarity and strategic purpose. The next decade will bring both new opportunities and challenges shaped by shifting Indo-Pacific dynamics, reconfigured supply chains, and the accelerating twin transitions of digitalization and sustainability. I am confident that the forum's 3 sessions will generate practical insights and forward-looking recommendations to support the effective implementation of the ACSP. ASEAN sincerely appreciates the Republic of Korea for its continued and steadfast support for ASEAN connectivity. The ROK's contributions under the MPAC 2025, including the development of ASEAN Open Data Dictionary and the ASEAN-ROK TVET Mobility Program, among others, have delivered concrete value to our communities and reflect the strength of our comprehensive strategic partnership and our shared commitment to the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia's ASEAN Chairmanship 2025 theme of inclusivity and sustainability resonates strongly with the core aspirations of the ASEAN Community Vision 2045 and the ACSP. As ASEAN enters a new decade of connectivity cooperation, we remain grounded in pragmatism with a clear focus on delivering tangible outcomes that enhance connectivity, inclusivity, and sustainability across all ASEAN member states and beyond. Partnership will remain central to this endeavour. ASEAN looks forward to deepening cooperation with the Republic of Korea under the ACSP, particularly in areas where the ROK's expertise and ASEAN's priorities align. The Republic of Korea's long-standing commitment and technical capabilities make it a trusted and valued partner as we embark on this next phase of our connectivity agenda. With this, I extend my warm congratulations to the ASEAN-Korea Center, the speakers and participants of this forum, and I wish the forum every success. Thank you very much.